Ollie.
There we are, wee cammy.
What a beast.
Ah, you bandits!
Not filming today, but I'm spraying some barley. Looks lovely. There's a few uneven bits, but all in all, thick, clean. Looks good. Heads are completely out. Yeah, this is Orwell. This is the last year we'll grow this variety. Moving on to TARDIS. This was just home seed, so it was cheap. How many seeds we got? 1, 2, 27 seeds on that head. That's not bad. Question of the day, what do you call these wee things? Good morning. Got a bag of feed here to feed some Highlanders and some sheep. There's a dresser on a flatbed. Kev put that up there and cleared over there where the dresser and all the bits and bobs used to be. Just fed the sheep here, but I don't think they're needing fed. Looks like a field of barley in this field of grass. Okay, up here in this bit of grass where there's a project starting, there's now about a 60-ton pile of gravel, some drainage pipes. And what it is an extension to the car park. We put this area in for planning for a car park a year and a half ago. I think it was a year and a half ago. Just taking ages. Had a few stumbling blocks to go over. I think putting in a car park would be a quick thing to get planning for. Anyway, so it's through now. Get the car park done. Going in here, there's a big pile of Kingspan insulation. Take up to the building that's getting done, the extension to the farm shop. I've just strapped that pile down because it's pretty windy outside, and obviously its insulation is really light, and it'll just go and it'll all flying down the yard. Shouldn't have bothered strapping it, would have made good viewing, I think. Look at that, it's a job well done. Don't know what I'd do. I'd hate to live in a world without a forklift. Useful for everything. This would be the last machine that would go off the farm if we had to sell everything. Load number 2, there's probably another 2 loads to go of insulation panels, and then there's felt toppings and things like that. I'm fed up of putting a strap around these, so we're going for it. If they're going to disappear at any point, it's when I go past this edge. Come on, stay on, stay on. Oh, seem alright, seem alright. Yeah, beauty. Entrance has been blocked now. Delivery of wines and fruit cider. It's getting a bit later now, deliveries keep coming in. I think I'm going to struggle to get the rest of these things in because deliveries have started coming in this morning. What's the time? Be about 10 to 9 now. We're in luck, 2 delivery vans away. We'll get in here now. I think I stacked this one the wrong way, but we'll just go with it. And then we've got the felt lining. I actually don't know if it's felt, whatever it is, lining to go on top to weatherproof it all. Because the ceiling of the extension is below an old corrugated roof, and that condensates quite a lot, so you get condensation dripping down, so it needs to be sealed from the moisture somehow, so it'll get that layer on top. Tell you what, it's windy outside, but not nearly as bad as some of these guys over the water. If you go and have a look at Larson's farm and Millennial Farmer and whatnot, they've had tornadoes and storms and whatnot, and some serious damage. At Larson's farm, a new John Deere that's got, which has 6 hours on the clock. It's got a smashed window and one of the screens is goosed as well. Nasty. Grain silos wiped out, sheds wiped out. Looks a right mess. They're having a really bad season. They're meant to be planting at the moment. They're really late, really bad season. It's now gone stormy and wet. If the issues are persistent across America, that benefits us. Doesn't sound good to say, but it does. That's the way of it. If they have a bad season, boosts prices because they're not producing as much. Basic supply and demand. They can't supply as much. Demand is still there. Demand's rising all the time. It boosts prices, and we're producing the same product basically. So if you look at it the other way around, little old Scotland, if we have a bad year, it doesn't affect that because the volumes we're producing in Scotland versus America and China and Russia and Ukraine, it's peanuts. At the end of the day, we're semi-hoping we have a good year and everyone else has a bad year. You don't like to see it on an individual scale like Millennial Farm and Larson's Farm and see their sheds getting destroyed, but on a large scale across America, you don't want their yields to be high. Anyway, taking that sprayer off, and I'm going to go and put the trailer on and pick up some wood chips. That just needing a wash. Covered in pollen still from being in the rain. It's a two-hand deck. This can go in there. Hooked up. That'll do us. GoPro's detour. Just repair the puncture because that nail was in the tyre. Lovely. Jesus. That's it. Just testing out. I think we're all good. Yep, we're all good. Right, another puncture done. Could blow that up, 50 psi. Finally off to get some wood chip. One load of wood chip, that'll keep us going another 3-4 weeks. What we'll do 2 weeks in the winter, we'll do a month just now. Right, on the weighbridge at the moment, just getting a tear. Quite a big pile of logs there. RTS, so they do wood chip, they do logs, I don't know what else to do. Wood. Business like this, they're dying for a Baltic cold winter, a Baltic cold spring, just cold all the time. These are quite smart things. They get loaded up with wood chip in the front there, and they load them up onto that wee lorry, take them away to wherever they're going, and they're like a mobile biomass system. Quite smart. There he goes. It's just a hook on the other side, hooks on and drags it up and over onto the bed, and then they'll secure it down. Ah, it sits still and he reverses. Where's the tipping point? Obviously it'll not be a thud. Oh, there it is. And that's it. I imagine it'll drag forward a wee bit. With locking pins that go into it. Job's a good one. That's a big pile. That'd be a wet pile. We'll get loaded up, get back on the weighbridge and head away home. But big pile there. Toe tip buckets, amazing things. Jesus is needing a wash. Subscribe though, go on, click subscribe if you haven't already, down in that corner ish. One of the two, go on, subscribe. A wee bit in the front, just about there, just going to put a dribble more in the front here. Boom, we've got the numbers. So we've got 4.56 tonne on, 25% moisture content, which is slightly more than usual. Usually looking at 22-ish. Should be okay at 25, but we had a load at 27 once and it messed with the boiler a wee bit. I didn't enjoy that. 25 hopefully will be alright. Question of the day, what was my tear weight? So, short trailer, it's a G1823S. Yep, 18 tonner. Tractor, T7210. Me, half a tank of diesel. 100% full on AdBlue. Put your guesses down below. And it's a big muckle shed, but there's no flipping space to tip anything. There's blocks lying everywhere. There's barley in that corner. Wheat there. Pile of soya, that's for the hen feed. Weed puckle of oats, I can tidy them up. They're just for the calves over the next month or two. Good luck. Job done. Done with that. There goes the digger, heading up there to where the new car park's going to be. I guess that means it's lunchtime. I'm trying to get these wood chips into that hopper, but the key to open that is locked away behind another key that Dad's got, and he's along the road. Lunchtime anyway, it's 1:30. Right, we're in lights in. What we got? Not a lot. Get this filled up. Just putting a couple of buckets in to keep it going because it's pretty windy. Wood chips are just blowing down the yard. Done with that. New jumper. Moon it by unit. Pop back in this. You coming, Doc? You coming with me? Oh, no. Need to go and pick up an old trailer which is along the road at yard number 2. No, it's at yard number 3. We try and just use those two Stewart trailers for wood chip and grain, basically. Things that aren't too harsh on the trailers because they're good nice trailers and we've got older trailers. So we might as well use the older trailers while we've got them for the likes of all the dung, stones, trees, whatever. Keep the good ones good and make the bad ones badder. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, good, good, good. Oh, come on, surely. There we go, we're in like so. I can just blame the fact that I was filming it. If I wasn't filming, I would have nailed it first time. Get my new hoodie all manky. Let's just check what's in this trailer actually. Hopefully there's some barley in it. Yeah, some barley. So that is a wee dribble of malting barley, is that right? If you're wondering, this hoodie is made by Unit, like the sheep, E-W-E. They also have this one, Moo Knit. I got a Moo one because you know my opinion on sheep. He's a hill farmer in Ireland, over in Ireland. Makes YouTube videos as well, just search Unit, it'll come up. Right, we'll offload this. Why are you not going up? Go work. That pipes came in. There we go. There's only 200 kilo there. So this is the beginning of what's happening. This is going to be a banking in here. Need to build up a banking basically to block off the cottages here from a car park. Put some trees along the top. This will be run with topsoil, sowed with grass, and there'll be trees on it, I think. Next stop, someone in the village next to the farm is needing a bag of gravel shifted. He's not got a forklift, we've got a forklift. Literally 60 seconds away. And some tree stumps shifted. Doesn't know where to put them, so we'll take them. Got the stumps, so I'm just going to dump them over here. They're going to go under the mound. Going to try and make that banking quite a shallow banking so we can get the lawnmower on it to cut it. And don't want it too steep or the lawnmower will cope, obviously. What's there right now is just kind of soil and stones and a few roots and branches all lying there right now. So we'll kind of use it as a bit to get rid of anything we're needing rid of, like tree stumps. Bury it over with decent soil, lay some grass, a couple of trees along the top. Smash it. Coffee machine must have stopped working. Caffeine fix. Not seen them in before, but it looks like someone who fixes coffee machines. I think we've got a new coffee machine, that's the old one. The old one will get used again, but I think we're putting in a new one into the coffee shop, slightly bigger. Commercial spec coffee machines. Unbelievable how much they cost. Just carting earth now out to the humpback bridge. The hump's directly behind me and it's going between, there's a peg in there and then there's a yellow peg, so the hump's just going to finish in that direction. Pipe this up. That's another load. I'm getting there, getting there. Okay, it's a good while later. We've had this bit of ground dressed to extend the car park a wee bit here. Dug out a bit of ground, pushed in some planings, levelled it off, graded that so we can get the lawnmower in there so we don't need to strim it, because it's just so much simpler getting the lawnmower on there rather than having to strim that bit of ground. We'll put some grass seed down on here, let the grass come, tidy it all up, and then that's extended the car park here by about a car width. So basically from that side to this side originally you could get a bay of cars, a gap, a bay of cars, a gap, but now should be able to get a bay of cars here, a gap, then a back-to-back bay of cars, then a gap, then a bay of cars. So we've extended by a full bay of cars in this area. Next step is up the top there, and then a bit of drainage into where the new car park's going. Then it'll all get scraped back, drop down a level, and this done basically to quite a big section up there.
To give it over and walk by my side.